I'm Noel with Noel's Frags, and I'm kicking some fragrances out of my collection. But they could be rehomed into yours. I'm a collector. I collect things that I like. Sometimes they look cool, sometimes they smell good. But bottom line, I'm a fragrance collector and not a fragrance hoarder. The fragrances I'm going to talk about are ones that didn't really work for me. I didn't really like them. Maybe some of them I kind of dislike. And you can pounce on this. This is your opportunity to get some free shit. So I'm going to go through these fragrances and leave a comment down below of which ones you'd like. The only requirement to win is to be a subscriber, like this video, and comment which one you want. If you're not a subscriber, you're disqualified. Okay? Just take the free shit. Okay? I'm trying to give it to you. I want you to have it. So, part of my inspiration for just giving stuff away is a YouTuber named Markus Pix. He has nothing to do with the fragrance community. Nothing at all. But he's a good dude, and he's passionate about what he does. So I enjoy like cameras and stuff like that, so that's how I stumbled across his videos. This guy does a lot of camera reviews and gear reviews and equipment reviews, and he just kind of gives away a lot of stuff. He buys a lot of stuff, finds out what he wants to know about it, uses it, experiences the gear, and then usually he just gives it away. And that's a really cool concept, especially in the fragrance world. I don't need to keep all these fragrances because I'm probably not going to wear them or get the most use out of them. So I'm going to give them away to someone else that probably will, just like he does with his cameras. So shout outs to him for just being a good dude and having a cool way to go about things. So shout outs to him. First up is Fred Heyman 273 Rodeo Drive. This is an 80s fragrance. It smells like it. It's very oak mossy and a product of the times, and I'm not super into it. It's like a not as good version of Drakkar. And I like Drakkar Noir. It has fresher aspects that this has some sort of fresh aspects, but the oak moss is just, it comes off almost kind of powdery, like powdery oak moss, and that's not my thing. And once again, scent is subjective and open to interpretation. You might not smell it that way. You might like this fragrance. You might like 80s machismo chest hair. And in which case, this is for you. Some of these fragrances will have the box and the whole presentation. Some of them won't. I'm not going to tell you which. Stop looking a gift horse in the mouth. Then we have Abercrombie Authentic. So I got this because I like trying things that people say have the Aventus DNA or smell like Aventus or things that are clones of Aventus. This fell into that realm, but it very much does its own thing in the open. Like they try to go with like a grapefruit when a lot of times they go with like the Aventus itself has a pineapple accord, which is I think bergamot's in there anyways. So a lot of times in the clones you'll see bergamot featured, and this one was like no, let's do it with grapefruit, and that's all well and good, but the way this comes off is kind of screechy to me. It's a little astringent, a little abrasive. Kitty's got claws, and I wasn't about it. I'm a cat person. I still wasn't about it. So this one's getting the boot. You might enjoy it. You might like Abercrombie fragrances. You might like fresh takes. You might like the Aventus DNA. You might like grapefruit. In which case, this is for you, not for me. This one was a bit of a disappointment. Dirty English from Juicy Couture. So I was browsing for Granica and I came across this, and it had all these notes and all this stuff, and it was supposed to be this woody, leathery fragrance, and it just smells like generic as hell. It doesn't smell like any of the notes listed. It smells kind of like there's some oak moss in here, and that kind of takes over, and I don't really get anything else. I get like a fresher oak moss with maybe some woodiness. Not what I was expecting, not what I was hoping for. You might have this fragrance. You might like it. And if you do, you can have it. So, Dirty English from Juicy Couture. If you're into, I don't know, it just kind of smells generic. If you like something safe, or maybe this is a fragrance you love, and you're like, man, he's wrong. It's not generic. It's so perfect for me. Write it down, and take it from me. Take it. This one's actually pretty good, if I'm being real with you. But I'll explain why it's leaving in a second. So Cortez, and it's black pepper, cashmere, and lemon wood. So this is a fresher with a little bit of spice scent, and it's actually pretty good. But the reason I don't want it anymore is because I got it in a combination with a shower gel. And I have this weird thing where if I smell shower gels before I smell a fragrance, then I'm like, oh man, this fragrance just smells like shower gel. It could be a great fragrance. This happened with Parfums de Marly Greenly. I used to have an Old Spice body wash, and Parfums de Marly Greenly comes out. I get a decant and I smell it, and I was like, this smells just like that body wash. So that fragrance was perpetually ruined because it smelled exactly like that body wash. Body wash was okay, but I just don't like fragrances that make me think of body wash. I like fragrances that make me think of like, oh, clean, fresh out of the shower, but like a specific exact body wash kind of tarnishes it for me. So this is actually one of the better ones, I would say. And I'm going to keep the body wash. You can't have the body wash. I'm keeping it. But this one, it's a solid, it's definitely, I would say, one of the more interesting ones. It's definitely on the fresher side. I don't know what the hell a lemon wood is, but there is some woodsiness to this. It's like a fresher woodsy scent, but it's unique. There is a little bit of pepper, not as much black pepper as you would expect, like with it black pepper being in the name. But so if you like something a little spicy, a little woodsy on the fresher end, this is for you. Cortez, black pepper, lemon wood, or black pepper, cashmere, and lemon wood. And then you have Bentley for Men Absolute. So I got this one because it supposedly smelled like Gucci Pour Homme, the original, I think it was Gucci Pour Homme or Gucci for Men. One of the, I don't know, some discontinued Gucci fragrance. And it smells okay. It opens up with this pepper, both, it smells like black and white pepper to me. And it has kind of like a sweetness about it, but it dries down to a powdery vanilla. And I don't like powdery vanillas. It's a similar powdery vanilla to Prada Black. Is it Luna Rosa? Prada Luna Rosa Black? Yeah. The one that looks like carbon, but it's black. So this has a similar like powdery vanilla in it. And I was just like, oh no, it's not for me. And the opening, the pepper kind of has a little bit of a funk to it. But that didn't bother me that much. It was mostly the powdery vanilla. I don't like powdery vanilla. Never have. It ruined Prada Luna Rosa Black for me. And it kind of ruined this fragrance. It ruined Creed's Sublime Vanille because it opens up with this lime, which you don't really expect from something called Sublime Vanille. And it dries down to a powdery vanilla. So one of the few Creed fragrances I'm just like, nah. Because I'm a big Creed fan. It was just Sublime Vanille, not for me. Same thing with Bentley for Men. This is a cool presentation though. It's a eau de parfum, and like even though I'm not a big fan of this fragrance, like man, this is not an expensive fragrance. I think it's under $40. I want to say it's like between $30, $35, something like that. And it's just it really is a nice presentation. Like it's too bad I don't like this fragrance that much. Cheapies can be good too. So if you like gourmandy, peppery, powdery vanilla fragrances, Bentley for Men Absolute. These last couple are gonna be clones. So boom, Alexandria's Chic Magnet, which is a clone or their take on Escada's Magnetism. This is on the sweeter, heavier, cooler weather side of things. It's pretty good. But I got this for my cola video because it kind of has like a cola accord, or people said it smelled kind of like cola. Yeah, it sort of does. It sort of has that vibe going on. But if you just think of those like those spices, like the cinnamon and like clove-esque kind of deal. But it has a little bit of a plasticky smell to it, and I just never reach for it. It's only missing like 4 or 5 sprays, just because I never wear it. So my loss is your gain. And this is after Alexandria stepped up their presentation with that sweet wooden cap. Am I right? Okay. So if you like something on the gourmandy side, Escada Magnetism's clone, Alexandria Chic Magnet. And last but not least, you have Covet from Dua Parfums. This was Dua's take on Gucci Envy, and I did a video comparing Envy and Alexandria's Nvidia and the original. Or wait, Covet, Nvidia, and the original Gucci Envy. So this one didn't win out. If I was gonna keep one, I decided to keep Alexandria's version. This has like more freshness in it, and Gucci kind of had this tobacco-y robustness, and I think Alexandria captured that a little better than Covet, than Dua did. So this is up for grabs. If you like bygone, fragrances, that classic when Tom Ford was over at Gucci, check out Covet. It's for you. Tobacco, a little bit of ginger, some robustness, some woodiness. So there you have it. 6 fragrances for you guys to fight amongst yourselves for. Let me know which one you want in the comments. And remember, like I said, you got to be a subscriber, you got to comment which one you want, and you got to like this video. And if you don't do all 3 of those, I will have the CIA investigate you and your family. I will have NSA wiretap your phone. I don't have that ability, but I will make that threat. I will threaten you with that a whole bunch. But seriously, I'm not going to give you a fragrance. You got to do those 3. Simple enough, man. Don't be weird about this. If you enjoyed this video, throw me a like or subscribe to see more content. And as always, thank you for watching.